And now joining us in studio, you always hear me say that all housing markets are local. We're bringing in Ryan Branco, who is a top producer out of the South Bay marketplace, to talk about some of the things happening there and some new advancements with his company. Ryan, good to have you on the show.
Thanks, Craig.
So we had you on radio recently. Now we got you on TV. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And then Nick Gottuso, who is the CEO of Better Homes and Garden, McMillin Realty. So you guys just made a big acquisition here that involved, obviously, the relationship here with Ryan. So welcome to the market.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So let's talk about it. So you guys, you came in here. When did this actually go down? What was the specific date?
We actually closed our transaction in December 31st of the end of last year, and entered the market purchasing what was one of San Diego's largest independents, and turned that into Better Homes and Garden, McMillin Real Estate.
So what does that mean for the marketplace? I mean, you guys have some pretty ambitious goals. So you're feeling pretty bullish on housing and obviously the ability to develop the company within San Diego?
Absolutely. We think that as far as the recovery goes, we're in about the fourth inning of a recovery, so excellent time to enter the market for middle to upper end real estate. And we have some pretty lofty plans to grow throughout San Diego County, starting in South Bay.
That's interesting. We actually opened the show talking a little bit about San Diego's overall economic recovery. They had a new survey that came out that said only 4% of people are distressed now. And that's like financially speaking, not just real estate.
Right.
It seems like San Diego's doing pretty well. When you say the fourth inning of the recovery, so in other words, 2008, the whole world implodes. So you think that there is a nice run-up ahead of us where people can be confident in our housing market?
Yeah, in all of our estimations, we feel that we're going to be running into more of a normal market, which is, average days on market, a little bit longer, not so much these hyper markets. We're going to be entering into a normal market, which we have not seen in a long time, which will sustain our recovery. So, yeah, no.
Normal will be nice.
Absolutely.
Making offers on homes without even looking at them. It's a little absurd. So you're out there in the trenches, top producing team, acquisition happens. You guys are already off to the races, having an amazing year already.
Right.
You just won an award.
Yeah.
Right? Tell us about the award.
Well, I mean, my wife and I had recently, had the idea that we need to build a team. Obviously, being coached with Tom Ferry and, getting that pounded and ingrained into you, you realize that if you don't do it, you're behind the times. So we did, and they're just out there busting it, making it happen, very experienced. And, the award, I didn't realize we were there at that point, but once we received it, I realized that our production was obviously there to meet that. So we got third in the company for number of listings and sales taken. So top 5 production overall, which obviously we have a lot to work up to, but we're looking forward to it.
Well, that's why we got you here. So let's focus on South County and some things happening there. That's primarily where you and your wife are focused, as your team is. What's going on in that area?
Well, I mean, sales were a little bit slow in January. We've been fast. Just production it keeps going throughout the whole year for us. We have to take Christmas off on purpose. So that's good because it rolls into the new year for us. But I don't know if that's the same for the market. It was really slow in January. But year to date, sales were up about 7%. So the housing volume is up, obviously. Now it's picking up, and spring is usually the best time for sales to occur, especially in the month of May. But it's looking pretty good. It's starting to pick up a lot.
How are people reacting to the fact that mortgage rates are still low? I mean, are you seeing a lot of buyers very motivated right now going into that spring season?
Ton of them. It's really interesting because I've seen with the tweak of the actual interest rate, more buyers come to the market, and I think it's just that fire that lit under them because they realize that they're going to miss out if they don't take action now.
Nick, you have to run this whole company and all of your expansion, and you have these variables like who's running for president, what the market's doing, triple-digit swings, interest rates. How does that stuff play into your forecast, as a company owner that's trying to take things as aggressively are up the coast?
Well, interest rates, every time we say we can't see them go any lower, they go lower. So I don't really see them going any lower. They're just absolutely fabulous. And, the credit markets right now are very, very relaxed. So it allows us to open it up to a lot of borrowers that, last year, the year before, wouldn't be able to,
Yeah, I got to know a little bit of your backstory recently when we met, and it's fascinating. You have a background in mortgage, which is originally where my background is as well. You saw the market implode. You just mentioned some guidelines opening up. Are we comfortable? We're not getting liar loans again, are we? Or
No,
couch
absolutely.
cushion loans?
No, so what we're seeing is when we say relaxed credit standards, just actually more available programs to the market. Before, where we saw ridiculously low FICO scores, actually lack of ridiculously low FICO scores, we're going to see FICO scores. They want to see reserves. So when I say relaxed credit standards, just more programs open to the market.
Some common sense.
Correct.
Banks got to lend money to make money.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a variety of ways that banks make money, but lending is obviously important.
Right.
As long as we didn't get back to the fog a mirror, you can get financing. I mean, you saw
a lot more programs for self-employed folks. So we're starting to see hit the market, asset depletion loans, stuff like that.
But we're feeling good about South Bay, South County.
Yeah, a lot of great things happening. I mean, just getting inundated with the information of all the new projects for the past 20, 30 years, all of these different things that were on hold to be approved are now approved. So everything from the Bayfront project to, a 500-foot walk bridge that's going to cross from Tijuana International Airport. It's already done. Actually opened December 9th of last year, excuse me. But a lot of different things that are taking place that are kind of just changing the surface of the South Bay.
Yeah, some big commercial things happening there. Is it staying affordable? I always think of that area as a place where people tend to go when you want to get to some more affordable housing. But with all these projects happening, are we still seeing prices stay in check where first-time home buyers can get in the game? Absolutely.
I think even more so now, just because of the fact that a lot of these programs that are out there, they cater to first-time buyers. With the FHA programs that exist, even with the VA, buyers that are out there. And, it's not always that the market's going to stay the same as we know, but what we're seeing out there is that people are still flooding to the market, they're still coming in, but we're not seeing the jump in the prices like we did in the past. They are growing, but they're not growing as fast as, we'd like them to, but we want them to stay steady and not see the economy go.
Yeah, well, the buyers seem, and Nick, you probably would agree with this, having a background in the lending space, the buyers seem more real now, right? I mean, you obviously had a lot of cash buyers come in there for a while, but now you have people that are coming in, you have to put some skin in the game, you got to have some decent credit, right? Even if they lack sustainers a bit, there's still much less risk of foreclosure, which is really what caused the whole implosion in the first place.
Absolutely, a much more stable market, much more stable borrower.
Yeah. All right, well, guys, I appreciate you coming on. Congratulations on your taking the world by storm here in San Diego. I know you guys have a lot of big, ambitious goals with Better Homes and Garden. Ryan, keep crushing it, man. We got to get you to #1 this year.
That's it. Got to work on that.
But you are #1 for our South Bay team here on the show. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the San Diego marketplace, specifically down in that area, this is our go-to team. They are amazing. All right, coming up next, we're going to get into the Sewing Says segment. We're also going to answer some questions about solar. Stick around. You're watching The American Dream. More in just a moment.